Alright, Kal Hala Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Shai, Bashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, and salutes to your brothers teaching the word out there in sincerity and truth, yeah. So, what pretty much this is going to be going into some scriptures on how, pretty much Yahweh, the Most High, and His Son Yahweh Shai are going to protect us and also guide us through the Spirit of the Lord. You got the Holy Spirit, which is the angels, and also give us spiritual power. It's not going to be a long video, but in light of what's going on out here with all these agendas that we're seeing happening, through the serpent, like creeping in these different things, measures in there, like your martial law, your AI, your control grids, man, your artificial intelligence, your borders, because that border stuff is just nothing more than a man shall desire to go into his city and shall not be able. There's already stuff that all they got to do now. Apparently there's some stuff going on down there. Well, you got the whole thing, with Issachar, the Mexicans and that, and then the Trump thing, deporting cats down there. But apparently there's supposed to be some, battles happening out there, and apparently they sent some troops and shit. And you know what's gonna happen down there? It's just gonna, if it's bloody down there already, it's gonna be even worse. So we're gonna watch that. But with the stuff like that, they can usher in, like your IDs and stuff now. And I'm not talking about you, just your birthright to say you're from the country. We're talking about you to cut that out, to really cut that out. We're talking about the chip, and even things, measures and stuff like that. Before that was, different things. Anything that would lead to the chip, any type of. Oh, another thing you're seeing out there is the Guantanamo Bay. They're throwing cats to that Guantanamo Bay, right? Now that place was used for terrorists, so-called, or these terrorist people, and the 9/11 thing, and then just war on terror and all that, the Middle East wars, and a lot of people were there getting tortured. And if you know anything about Guantanamo Bay, just look it up. It will come up straight away to tell you that about it, actually. That they were torturing people. And pretty much there's different, pretty much you ain't got no rights when you go there. Now, through loads of different information and means, there's people that might end up in places that shouldn't even be in there. And this is where the lines are blurred, whereby you got to prove that you ain't one of those, just one of these terrorists. There's laws out there even they're doing it in the UK now. They're debating, or they're stretching what a terrorist is in the face of you, based off what you do. So like you got these drillers, because you see that whole thing with the drillers, yeah, wearing ninja masks. You've always had gangsters, gang members. But one thing I've seen with this driller stuff is that they're all masked up. So what they've done is, you guys just look like some like a special ops group or something. You can't see you guys, so then how do you know who's who and what the hell's going on? So that was all a operation within itself because they're using that. Matter of fact, there was like stabbings that had happened, and then they were saying, well, it kept coming up, and they were saying, well, basically it's acts of terror, and there are different acts and things like that, different things that brothers are gone, apostles, elders, and down are gone into that kind of cover that. Um, so if someone can just be a street criminal and he kind of stab some kind of other gang members or something like that, and he's a terrorist, that shows you how quick it is for that line to be blurred, and people are begging for this system in here because of the immigrant crisis which they created. That was all part of the plan. People, they said that they want people to beg for the new world order. We already said this. There was something else that I was just literally gonna say on that. It slipped my mind now, but you see how when you meditate, when you're thinking, there's loads of different angles to this. It's not just as simple as you know. There's angles to this thing. Another thing was the freedom of speech thing, and I'm talking about people that were questioning. You had people all on the internet questioning the lockdowns. Funny, the lockdowns, right? They were questioning that and questioning the Vicky's injects. You know what I'm talking about? It's a code word for, the same thing that will get your videos put there. And the snake bite, whatever you want to call it. We got these, names. So people were getting grabbed up, locked up, and some people getting disappeared. Now that was under the same kind of thing. If you're saying certain stuff, pretty much, and what, we've done videos, a lot of it in the past before this. That matter of fact, just even coming against the government, technically, you can be declared a terrorist just by disagreeing. You got martial law now. It says martial law is coming. Now you've had Trump stepping in. Pretty much from when he stepped in, he's laying down draconian. He's coming with that spirit. We're gonna do this. We're gonna take over this. We've got the whole thing. It's Gulf of Mexico. We're naming it Gulf of America. We're taking Canada over. We're doing this. We're doing that. Greenland. We're building up AI. You just see now, even with this Mexican immigrants or migrants or whatever, that they were going to Native American reservations. Some people were trying to say, oh, that ain't really what happened. But it's, that's what's going down now. If you think it ain't what's going to be happening, you just don't know what the hell's going on. I'm going to show you that movie, I Am Legend. Yeah, you got something called medical martial law. And to show you in I Am Legend that you had to get your ass scanned to be going anyway. That's what's going to be coming because the AI tech is linked up with this, man. So let me hit a couple of scriptures and we'll see where this goes, because I'm already on a different topic. Revelation 12:12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, For the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. So they're coming down with wrath. You know, and what is amazing is that right before a lot of this happened, all was in the news was UFOs, UFOs, UFOs. Right? Now, if you go into it, if you go deep into it, you find out that these elites are aware of that. You know, there's many examples of, which I'm gonna, Lord willing, I can get the examples out. It was the Queen's husband. He was heavy into looking at UFOs and the heavens and that. Then you also had one of the Gettys. I think it was the Getty, and he said that he had a house in Italy somewhere or Europe, and in the house was the Bible, Greek Roman statues, and the astrology. His room he was in, the whole ceiling was turned into star constellation, showing you where their heads are at. And this is what they meditate on. So that just shows you. That's why the scriptures even says, don't be dismayed at the signs of heaven. The heathen are dismayed. That's Jeremiah 10. But this devil is going to come down with great wrath because you know if you have a short time. And that's real. And that's why we're seeing everything taking place that we're witnessing right now. Let's get that right quick. And what's going to defend us in them days? The scriptures. It says, wisdom and knowledge shall there be stability at that time. I'll get that next. Jeremiah 10:1. Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. So when you see a chariot, so-called UFO, you're not thinking, oh my God, what is this? We need to set up a USA Space Force, 6th branch of the military, or 5th branch. Can't remember which one it was. Because you had Trump doing that. He actually, before he was in, he was doing that. We're going to set up this Space Force. Why? Because they want to be able to. That's why the UFO files come out now. So when they've set up that Space Force and they're trying to fight UFOs and stuff like that, you can't act like you didn't know that that's what was going to go down. Because they've told you now that that's what's popping. And Bill Clinton come out, which they're all bodies. You know, you've seen that when that cat died and Obama was, you know, body up with Trump and all the rest of them, Clinton and that. Now Clinton said, yeah, UFOs do exist, but what the real thing is, we need to be meditating on as if they're coming in peace. He straight out said that. So you can't get around that, bro. No, I said I was gonna get what's Isaiah? Let me wait one sec. Wisdom. Isaiah 33. I thought it was 33. I just couldn't remember. Tried to double check that. Isaiah 33:6. Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. this truth, this word is stabilizing us. You know, everybody's heads are running to and fro, caught up with different philosophies, caught up with traps, caught up with shields. People that are going on the internet saying that, oh yeah, we're talking like they're oh we're about the truthers and the straight out government agents. And it's even, you know, we even know that, you know, you're even gonna get that in camps, spies and shit like that. You know, which them dudes, you know, are just, they're gonna be cut, they're gonna be aired out. They're gonna be aired straight out. You know what I'm saying? Some wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, which make us stable, and strength of salvation. So strength, you know, of salvation. So we're going to be strong in salvation. The fear of the Lord Yahweh is his treasure. So with all this going down, we are maintaining strength and stability and strength with all this happening. And it's going to get worse, man, you know, than what it is. Now, if you ain't got that wisdom and knowledge, which the Lord did deprive the women of wisdom, guess what? It says, Scripture says, a man shall be a hiding place from the wind. So the Lord is dealing with the men of the Lord first, the elect. Okay. Isaiah 32:2, yeah. And a man shall be an hiding place from the wind. The wind represents a destruction. And oh yeah, the destruction is gonna come out, yeah, heavy. Just look at what was going on over there in look at what was going on in just America. Fires, I don't know if they're still burning, because the first one was burning. Then you thought it'd stop, but it hadn't stopped. And then it started, other places started burning. It might still be going up right now. You know, it's crazy. And it's kind of funny, right? Nero, there was a fire that happened when Nero was in. When Trump comes in, there's a fire. I'm not saying that's the same style thing, but you know, it's just kind of funny. And you know, everyone's through the spirit. It passes on down to this cat's Nero, because that's what, you know, we do. Reincarnation is in the scriptures. And then you got Edomites and shit saying that. You know, comparing him to Nero and that. But we do know America is Rome anyway. So these guys, these Caesars and that, they have to be back. It says a covert from the tempest, right? As rivers of water in a dry place, as a shadow of a great rock in a weary land, right? So, through the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, the Lord is dealing with the elect. You know, starting with them prophets and that, and then believers and stuff like that. The elect, because not, you know, everyone's going to be teaching. God is going to be saved, basically. The believers of different, you know, different believers, helpers, and families of the prophets and stuff like that. And you know, now I'm gonna make this be a short video, because I feel like I've covered some good points in a short time. So I think I might leave it there. But I did mention the spiritual powers at the start. Um, but the Lord is going to protect us. You got Job 5. I could make this long. You got Job 5. It talks about, when people are starving, the elect shall eat. Um, and just things like that. I believe if I get that, this will end up being a long video. Which, to be fair, I want it to be a shorter one because um, so I will do a longer version to this one. I've still got to do a couple of other things, so I'm gonna leave this one here. But in all this, when this is going down, the Lord is going to protect us through them angels, have us eating when people ain't eating and all that, and that's through faith and belief. And we just read in important scriptures on that. The wisdom and knowledge shall be stability of thy times, man. So, there's a lot more that can be built upon that. For response videos, if you want, build, you do something, I'll do something back. But what I will do is hit more on the spiritual powers. And by the way, with the spiritual powers as well, we're gonna, the bodies are gonna get, ultimately, we're gonna be delivered, man. From them nukes and all that, and then that's when end game is, before that, the chaos and the chip and all that's gonna be out, yeah. All right, with that, I'm saying shalom.